So, I've been told you want to cosplay a dude, but you don't want to gender bend. Is that correct? Well, in that case, I'm here to help you. Kinda. I'm Totally the Toad and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to try to turn myself into the one and only Draceo Maloy. Wow, epic intro. This intro might get a little bit rambly, and I'm sorry about that. I will try to keep like a nice structure to things. However, if you want to cosplay a dude and you're decidedly not very dude looking, that can be really tricky. And if you look at my face, for instance, I have no discernible jawline and most people would say I look quite feminine. In order to make yourself look like a boy or like a dude or a man or whatever you want, it can also be like another female. There's generally like one thing that people do, and that's using contour to achieve it. And I'm by no means an expert in doing that. If you want to look at someone who's much better than me, I suggest you check out Jigget Cosplay. I'm gonna link in the description, but she can look like that or like that, which is kind of amazing if you ask me. When I pick characters, I usually don't think, do I look like the character or not? I usually think, do I like the character, is it my favorite? And can I actually sew that or build that or whatever I plan to do? But in this case, I thought, as I only have one short-haired wig, who can I make it work as? Who can I actually convincingly make myself look like, not look like, but portray as a dude? And I think that one thing is important in my case, and that's hair length. Because this is the only short-haired wig that I own, and it's rubbish. It's such a bad wig. But I'm gonna pop it on and you guys gonna see, because it's always such an awful wig. This is such a bad wig. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Let me grab a mirror. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. There are some aspects of this wig that doesn't work for a man, or like for Draceo in particular. When females cut their hair short, generally speaking, I don't mean always anyway, but generally they have more of a rounded shape and they have longer hair in the back, whereas dudes tend to shave it so it's shorter. It's very difficult to do that good with a wig though. I feel like this wig sort of falls into that category of looking very feminine. However, it does look a little bit like Draceo Malfoy, Hogwarts Year 3, kinda. So that's what I'm going for. Let's get started, and I'm just gonna start by applying the base, you know, like always. So the foundation will also help make this wig look less awkward against my skin, because it really doesn't suit my skin tone. To be fair, I don't think this wig will suit anyone's skin tone. I have like a hairpin here. Okay, do you know, just to get my hair out of my face while I try to do the makeup. I don't know if you can see the difference on camera, but this is just to show you what a difference only CC cream and concealer really can make. So on this side, like the entire nose, because I thought of it too late, but this side I've used the CC cream and on this side I have not. So now the base is just about done actually, and what I do next is I find myself a reference photo and I have mine. I have a few, and I have them on my computer screen to the right of me. So if I look over there a bunch of times, it's to check. Let's grab our little contouring kit. I do want to emphasize this part a bit. The little hairs on the wigs are making me crazy. I've done this side again and not that side. Don't know if you can see the difference on camera. I do kind of look like him, but like the last movie where he's all beaten up. So, okay, I should probably explain what I did. It's very simple. I've done similar things in the past. I took some contour and added it all the way down here and up, just to really make my jawline a little bit more of a focus point. I don't really have much of a jawline as is, so I can't do much about it. Then I try to make my eyes a little bit more, not puffy, but protruded maybe, I don't know what you should call it. And that's about it, really. So we're gonna add some eyebrows. I think I'm gonna add in some greyish tones just to dial back on the brown a little bit. All of my grey tones are like so metallic, so I'm gonna add some like a bit of black. Don't know how that looks. I do still feel like they look a bit weird, but usually when I get this far and I have my eyebrows on, I can see which part needs to be emphasized even more. And I feel like I can emphasize the under eyes even more now that I've seen it. I'm gonna add some rouge just to get some sort of warmth back into my face because I look a little bit dead. So I'm gonna use a warm tone rouge. There we are, I think, maybe. It's probably as good as it's gonna get. Let's just take down the pens. Well, okay, so let's stand up, shall we? The big issue here is obviously the wig. It's not a good wig. However, that's also an issue. I'm not a very chesty person. I do have large hips, but my chest is usually not the area of concern. What I would suggest if you're gonna cosplay a dude is to wear it like either a binder, like a good binder, a proper fitted one, or a sports bra at least, because it will make a difference. As you can see, it's not very convincing, this one shot. You still do get some boob shape. I'm gonna pop on a sports bra and I'll be right back and we can compare. Just to prove a point, I've squeezed into my tightest sports bra that I rarely use. And here's the thing, sports bras and binders, it's never going to be 100% perfect, especially not if you are sort of curvy. As I said, I'm not that curvy, you can still tell. However, look at that difference. And if I shut my, you can still get like a bit of a fall here, but it's nothing, it's not so bad, and people usually don't react. You can also accessorize, and I would highly recommend it. Cover up a little bit of the troubled areas. And if you're cosplaying a boy and you have this sort of weird ass, I would actually suggest wearing a hat. I mean, I know Draco doesn't technically wear a hat, but it does hide some of the awfulness of the wig, so that could help you, I guess. So if I wear the hat and like that, I think it's okay. Here's a few hard truths. If you have a very rounded and very petite face, like I kind of do, It will never be 100% perfect. You can trick the camera, you can trick people in some ways, but it's never going to be perfect. And if you practice, you will get better. I have not practiced, therefore I'm not better. But if you're going to be in pictures, one thing to think of, let me just... So okay, some tips and tricks. Okay, so as you can see, I have a very narrow waist and I have a very wide hip. And that is great if I cosplay Rogue, for instance, but not so great if I want to cosplay a dude. But there are some tricks you can do to trick the eyes in photographs. And if I compare the way I pose for Rogue it's very like chest out, hip out, and emphasize it. It looks super stupid in real life, but looks good on pictures. However, for a dude, you want to do the opposite. Again, not an expert, don't take this as like gospel, but it's good to sort of lean forward and hide the width of your butt. This is what I found works best for me. Standing a bit like hunched over, like a cool guy. I don't care, I don't even care. You can talk to me if you want. Thrusting your hips forward while turning hips to the side. Because if you stand like this again, it will look the opposite way. So I think that just generally trying to be more relaxed with how you stand will help. If I wear all of my stuff again, I mean, I don't think most people would question me, except for the bad hair colour, because then people would question. So, if I were to take off the wig and wear only the hat, I think it would be even more convincing, because I do think the weird blonde does sort of... Oh yeah, another tip. Let's call this if Draco had a bad hair day or something. It's good to see if they have like a signature look that they do. If they don't and you just want to look like a guy, one thing you can do is sort of clench your jawline. Not too much, not like this, but clenching it a little bit when you talk and when you pose will help. I'm, again, not an expert. But if you do it a little bit and not too much, people won't be able to tell you're doing it. Compare that to that, what it looks like without this wig, and see if there's a difference. So, I have now hid away this ugly... I think it's much better. I think the wig really throws it off a lot. I'm gonna add some things just to check. If I added some fake beard somehow, I can't do that. But if I did, it would probably be pretty good now, do you think? I do hope that this was helpful to you, even though it was a little bit rambly. If you want to cosplay a dude, think about emphasizing your jawline and your cheekbones. Make sure your face looks more angular than it normally does if you don't have an angular face, I guess. Think about the eyebrows, they're generally important, and the eye shape and all of that you do for normal cosplay. Think about how you stand and act in photographs. You don't want to be too blue and soft and butterflies. Unless it's that kind of guy, because there are those kinds of guys too, and they're amazing. Try to be a bit more oomph. Yeah, kapow. I'm not like that, you can tell. Try to angle your body to hide any curves if you don't want them to show. Think about what you're wearing. Jeans is also a good thing. If you wear like a straight jean, it will help hide some of the curves. I think that's pretty much it as far as I can tell. If you like this video, give us a like. Subscribe, all of that jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Think my name is funny, do ya? No need to ask yours. Red hair and a hand-me-down robe. You must be a Weasley. My father will hear my father will hear about this. Wait till my father hears about this. No.